Hello Pisces, welcome to my channel, The Mother Speaks Tarot. My name is Allison. My channel is still relatively new. It's under a year old, so if you please consider subscribing, I would be very happy. If you do subscribe, thank you. Thank you. Also like, comment, share, all of that. I would really appreciate all of that. Everybody who's already my subscriber, my viewer, thank you. I always thank you with every single video. My channel would not be what it is without all of you, right? So there you go. Thank you all so much. I love you guys. For those of you who are new and don't know, I am also an author. I'm writing an action-adventure love story on superhero twin flames called Perception, the Two Yet One, book 1 here. And I've read book 1 aloud live on Facebook and uploaded all of those videos here to YouTube for you to enjoy for absolutely free. Try out my books, see if you like it. And if you've already read book 1 or watched all those videos, just know that book 2 is published and available for purchase. These very well-made, beautiful paperbacks are available on Kindle Direct Publishing for only $15.99 plus shipping. Each, $15.99 each, plus shipping. If you have Amazon Prime, though, your shipping will be free. All right, everyone, so welcome back. If you were with me last week, you may recognize the deck that I'm using. I decided, since this is the last week of April, and I'm going to do a whole other thing next month. It's going to be Mother's Day next month here in the United States. So I'm just going to take the entire month like I did in February, and it's going to be Mother Month, all month long. I mean, Mother's Day, the Mother Speaks Tarot, this is a channel for the sacred feminine energy to speak. And so I'm going to have at least one mother energy each week all May long. So I was like, well, I have 1 week left here in April, so I'm going to go ahead and continue to use this absolutely wonderful deck, the Tarot of the Divine by Yoshitani. Artwork is also Yoshi's. It's inspired by deities and folklores and fairy tales from around the world. It's absolutely beautiful. It does have reversed meanings, and it comes with this awesome little book. So I'll tell you the fairy tales and stories behind the cards. Maybe not every single one of them, but yeah, I'll share that with you. There's a lot of work that goes into these decks, so I want to share that with you. And at the end, I'm going to pull a few cards from the Earth Magic Oracle deck by Stephen D. Farmer. He's got a lot of illustrators in this particular deck, so it's the Earth Magic deck by Stephen D. Farmer. Can't mention anybody else. It's too long a list. But these, every time I pull these, the messages will come from the Earth, of course, from Mother Earth. And then I'm going to pull at least one card from this deck, the Legendary Ladies. Whoops. That's how the box opens. The Legendary Ladies Goddess deck. I feel like Spirit wanted me to have this deck because one night I felt like I really wanted a new deck, but I wanted to check myself and see, what was that about? Do you want to just go buy something or what, So that night I said to Spirit, if you really want me to have a deck, if this is you telling me to go get a deck, I'm just going to go shopping with my sister tomorrow at our regular stores, and if I happen to see a deck and I have the money for it, I'll know that's the deck you want me to get, right? So we walked into a store called Cost Plus, and I came face to face with this deck. It was on a shelf that was high up and right in front of my face. And it was this one and a second one of these. That was it. There was only 2 of these decks. I had the money. I'm like, wow. And I love this deck. Absolutely. I'd seen it online and I thought it was beautiful. So I was really happy to see it there so I could just grab it and bring it home. All this artwork is done by Ann Shen as well. I can't find any illustrated anybody in here that's the illustrator, so I'm assuming it's Ann. All right, everyone, so as a reader, I read minor arcana cards as messages about your free will and major arcana cards about your divine blueprint. Your divine blueprint is the plan that you made for your life before you incarnated so that you would encounter and hopefully learn certain poignant lessons of life that, when learned, raise the vibration and the wisdom in your soul. So as you go doing that lifetime after lifetime, your energy gets higher, your wisdom gets deeper, and eventually you get to a life or more, I would say, where you are enlightened, where you are an epitome of humanity, or you evolved somewhere. When we're looking at your evolve somewhere, you evolve. But when we're looking at your major arcana cards, it is kind of like fate or destiny, but not really, because free will can change anything, except sometimes we put things into our divine blueprint that we simply cannot change. We write that in there for a reason, and those times are indicated to me by the Wheel of Fortune card, which you do not have. If I need to clarify anything, I'm going to go ahead and use my cute little Rider Tarot deck that I got through Kind of a Miracle through Mother Mary. I did a video on that story if you would like to check it out. The link for that is in the description box below. In fact, the description box has links to purchase my books, all the links to view me reading book one aloud. It's got links in there about my personal life, my story, links from my friend April. She is so awesome. Check her out. And I also offer personal readings. So if you would like one of those, the information to contact me, all of that is in the description box below. All right, so let's get started here, right here at the heart of everything for you at this time, Pisces. It looks like things are at a standstill, okay? This is what this means. This is the Knight of Coins, okay? So the Knight of Coins is a slow mover. Coins is earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. This is a Virgo energy, but yet we have this cow here. So this may have something to do with a Taurus in your life, but what I feel like is that this night is bringing something in, a new beginning. The Knight of Coins always brings in the Ace of Coins or the Ace of Pentacles or Discs, whatever this suit is called in the deck. And he takes a long time to get there, okay, because he does everything correctly. He crosses all his T's, he dots all his I's. He knows the importance of every single step in getting something done. And so that's how he is. He's very grounded. He's very meticulous. However, when this card is in the reverse, this is a standstill. You're not going anywhere right now when it comes to something to do with your health and or your wealth, which is what coins are all about, earth energy, your health and your wealth. However, when I have a deck where they're called coins, I tend to feel like this is more about money. Okay, so looking it up in the book so I can tell you who this is. Okay, this is Hayitsi Ibib. It's from South Africa. It's a Khoikhoi deity. Okay, so the Knight of Coins is a diligent warrior who is willing to put in the work to set the world right. Hayitsi Ibib can be as stubborn as an ox, getting into trouble for his efforts. He is strong, loyal, and determined in all things he sets his mind to. So that's Hayitsi Ibib. Now, the reversed for this in this particular deck is impatience, apathy, irresponsibility, and anxiety. So you know if that is what's going on for you here. But what I feel intuitively is that things are at a standstill when it comes to something, an ace of pentacles being brought into your life, a new beginning. The aces are all new beginnings, they're all blessings, okay? So something is at a standstill. Now, the energies that is crossing this Knight of Coins here is the Hierophant. Okay, so the Hierophant, or Hierophant, this is a lot of stuff. Now, this is a major arcana card. So this energy here is really important. This is going to be affecting this somehow, unless it is already affecting this standstill. This is also Taurus energy. Okay, so right now I've got this strong Taurus message going on here. So for some of you, a Taurus is definitely involved here, but for others of you, it can just be the energy of Taurus. Now, here's the thing about this particular Hierophant. This is a woman. In almost every single other deck I've ever seen, the Hierophant is like the Pope or Merlin. You know, it's always a man. In some decks, he's called the High Priest. So the High Priestess, you know, is in there, and the High Priest or the Hierophant is her counterparts. But in this particular deck, both of them are feminine. Okay. Now, the Hierophant represents a lot of stuff. Tradition, marriage, big business. Okay. Yeah, traditions, big business, and oh, okay. I'm being led to, oh wow, it turned right to it. Okay, so this particular Hierophant is somebody that I very much resonate with. This is the White Buffalo Woman. This is from North Dakota. This is a Lakota deity. The Hierophant is a divine figure and teacher who shares the rules, rites, and rituals to follow as a community. There is a place for everyone and everyone in their place. She encourages the comfort and support of the group, the path well trodden. Okay, so the path well trodden. Wow. Okay, so she's encouraging. There's a place for everyone and everyone in their place. So when it comes to this Knight of Coins in the reverse, I just feel like everyone in their place. This has something to do with this. It's like it's just not time yet. Yet she is encouraging, comforting, and supporting. And then the path well trodden. Now he's on a path, okay? And now he's at a standstill. So I believe this energy is going to get this going again somehow. I don't know how, but for some way. Now the White Buffalo Woman, she is, the story is that she just suddenly appeared one day, and somebody, one of the guys that discovered her tried to take advantage of her, and that wasn't possible. I think he just burnt up or something. I don't mean to laugh, but anyway, look up the story of the White Buffalo Woman. She came to teach. She taught the Lakota people a lot of stuff, and I love Lakota traditions and chants and stuff. She is, to me, she's like, she's definitely a sacred feminine. Okay, she's a sacred feminine energy, like Mary, like Isis, like Inanna and Ishtar, everybody. So while we have this masculine at a standstill, we have this feminine energy in a masculine role getting this going. Interesting. Alrighty, so the next card is what is at the root of all of this, and I haven't gotten this card yet, reading. It's so beautiful. It's the Ace of Cups. It's new love. Yeah, new beginning in love. This is the Holy Grail. This is a love that is so beautiful and pure. It overflows into the world and blesses it. It's love. It's your energy, Pisces. Okay, so we have all this earth energy right here. So that your earthly life right now is at a standstill, but it's going to get going again. But the reason for it is love, a new love. Okay, so let's see who this is. This is, I've got the page here. I'll show you what it says here. This is Matsuo Sake from Japan. Okay, so the Ace of Cups marks a new beginning, a reason to drink and be merry and open up to subconscious feelings. Yes, the subconscious. Water, as you know, Pisces, which is your element, is emotion and intuition. It's love. Okay. Sake is, and also subconscious is intuition. That's what I was going to say. Sake is a drink for the gods, bringing people closer to the spirit world. So, okay, so this is very, now these two together. So this particular Ace of Cups is really speaking with this Hierophant here. Whoops. Sorry. I always make that noise when I bend over and get something here. So bringing people closer to the spirit world. Both of these do that. The Hierophant does that. And this particular Ace of Cups has that. Love, bringing you closer to the spirit world. Holy moly, that is freaking awesome. Let's see what meaning they have for it. Happiness, love, intimacy, new emotions, and compassion. Yeah, well, that's the Ace of Cups. I don't know if you could hear that, but that was the landline just rang, and that indicates truth. Something was just said that was quite true. Okay, Pisces. Now the next energy that we have here is your energy again, more cups. Now this is the Seven of Cups, and I think you know who that is. This is a very, very popular story. This is Aladdin's lamp, or Aladdin, okay? It's an Arabic folktale that originates in Persia. Persia's modern day name is Iran. So the Seven of Cups is always, it's confusion, it's options, it's choices, it's, sometimes it represents being in your cups too much, or like if you're drinking too much, or if you're smoking too much weed or something, or if you're partying too much and you can't think straight. But most of the time this is confusion. So let's see what's going on here. Aladdin, the Seven of Cups shows Aladdin standing before a myriad of fantastical dreams. It is impossible for him to pursue them all, and it is important he makes his decision wisely and quickly. Yeah, that's true. It's kind of a lot like Indiana Jones when he had to pick the Holy Grail. Wow, wow. Okay, so this is daydreaming, fantasy, decisions, wishful thinking, and procrastination. Oh. So you may have made a decision recently, or you're going to, because procrastination is really sticking out to me here when it comes to this standstill. Okay, so this indecision, this procrastination, because you've been kind of confused and a little overwhelmed, except you know that you've got to make a choice, you're going to. You're going to make a choice, and it's going to continue to move on with spiritual traditions and rituals and ceremony. Okay? Spirit, whatever this is, this Knight of Coins, Pisces, Spirit is telling you that including Spirit in what this is what's going to bring it into fruition. It's what's going to bring it home. And when it comes in, it's going to be perfect. This is the one knight that could be king because of how smart he is, how grounded he is, how hardworking he is, how patient he is, and how meticulous he is. Okay? So whatever this is that you're trying to bring in, it is not just your health and your wealth. This Taurus energy, it's not just health and wealth. This is about spirit. This is about bringing spirit into this, and that's what's going to create. This is it. The act of bringing spirit into this, whatever this is, a new beginning in love. Because this is not just, I think what this love is a new life. Because this is your health and your wealth. It's your earthly life. Okay? So this new love, if you get married, you're bringing in tradition. You know what I mean? But I feel like it's more than that. I feel like this is a spiritual path. This new love is going to put you both, or whoever's involved with this love, on a spiritual path. This is meant to be a spiritual experience. All right. For me as a reader, these next two cards are future cards, and you've got more coins. Here you've got the 7, here you've got the 8. So you've got a progression. So you see how much of this is about earthly life? All these 4 cards right here, 1, 2, 3, and 4, are all coins. And we're not even done with the coins. You got another one over here. So this is a lot to do with, okay, so what I'm feeling is that this is a new way of life where Spirit is going to teach you how to live a spiritual way. This white buffalo woman came and taught her people a new way. Brilliant things. And that's what this is going to teach you. And here you are, learning. The 8 of coins is, that's what I feel this is. This is learning, okay? And it may be a little difficult. Look at her face. This is the story of the, are they the Swan Princes? I think this is a Hans Christian Andersen tale because I read this a long time ago as a kid. Okay, it's called the 6 Swans, and yeah, it probably is Hans Christian because it's from Germany. Okay, yeah, it is. It's Hans Christian Andersen, I believe. In this particular story, a witch put a spell on this girl's brothers, and I think they're princes, and she's a princess. And she turned them all into swans, and the only way for their sister to turn them back into humans is to get these really horrible stinging nettles. See these? She's bleeding. She's irritated. That's what it's hard because she's hurting herself. So what she had to do was make shirts to throw them over these swans, and then they would become human again permanently. But in this particular card, instead of shirts, they're pentacles. Okay? And she's upset because she has to do this, because it's painful, because she's never done it before. She's learning something new. She's working very hard. That's what the 8 of coins is all about. Learning something new, working really hard. A lot of the times it references making the same thing over and over and over. You know, the same pentacle or the same shirt many times. And then what you do is you learn how to do it, and you have the experience, right? So this is you learning, and it may not be, tell you the truth here, Pisces, the spiritual path is not easy. You probably already know that. But it'll be worth it. Because she'll get her brothers back, right? Yeah, determination. Yeah, I'm not going to read that whole thing. I've pretty much told you what the story was, okay? Now, the next card that we read, the next future card, is the 7 of coins. Now, the 7 of coins is in reverse for you, so it'll be this deck's reversed meaning, but this is usually about your looking at your life energy as a garden, and continuing to take care of what you've invested in. A lot of the times you'll see that it's a bush growing some fruits, and there's a person there on a hoe, holding a hoe, and not using it to clean out the weeds or anything, but just kind of admiring they're fruits and everything, but the advice for the card is a reminder that if you don't continue to work on your life garden, then these fruits that you're trying to grow may not taste as good. If you let the weeds choke them, then they won't have enough water and things like that. So this is about being diligent. This is about perseverance. This is about being diligent. However, this is in the reverse. But this is also a very interesting picture here. So I'm gonna, okay, so yeah, I'll show you who this is. This is Nanahuatzin from Mexico. It's an Aztec mythology. Nanahuatzin, okay? I'll read it out. The 7 of coins represents the desire for a good harvest. See? Through it might require sacrifice, like weeding and doing the work. Nanahuatzin must determine when it is right to be patient and when it is better to scrap everything, to start fresh. Yeah, this is basically what is your investment? Taking care of your investments in life. This is in reverse. So this is short-sightedness, laziness, procrastination, setbacks, and delay. Okay, so there's this procrastination thing here, okay? It is moving out of your life, and these are both 7s. Do you see that? This is, you're going to be procrastinating just a little bit. What you're going to be procrastinating on is a choice on how to continue to nurture your investment, what you've invested in this particular project that you want to come in. Okay? Eventually, you're going to do it though. You see what I mean? There's still going to be a little bit of a delay, a little bit of some procrastination here, because it has to become clear to you what you need to do. Or maybe what you have to do is accept the fact that what you have to do is going to be a little painful and hard and repetitive, and you have to learn something new. Okay, you're putting it off because you know it's going to be kind of difficult. Now this is health and wealth. Okay, so like I said, your health as well. Like what if you've been drinking too much? What if you've been smoking too much? What if you've been partying too much? Okay, that has to do with your health. And if you're doing these things too much, that also will affect your wealth eventually, won't it? So I'm just pointing that out. Now, I know a lot of people have been trying to release some stress because of COVID and stuff. So I just want you to know that I'm just reading the cards and I judge no one. No judgment here, okay? All right, so this is your hope card. And this is the 4 of Cups, and it's kind of an interesting hope to have when this is usually a card of being bored with life. It's a card of not seeing the actual blessings around you. This is the story of the nightingale, okay? It's interesting because it says it's from Denmark and it's a Danish folktale. Yet this is a Chinese person here. So I just love how the world works, don't you? So this is the 4 of Cups represents romanticizing bad choices while ignoring the good alternatives before you. It is coveting what is superficially better, neglecting a plain nightingale who can actually sing away death. So what you see here is this guy, he's like really happy with his fake beautiful birds here, and he's not paying attention to the nightingale, the real bird that's sitting outside his window who can sing away death. It's way more valuable than these objects. So there's this element here of, okay, so the upright meaning is the lack of awareness, pessimism, daydreaming, lethargy, and reevaluation. That's the second message of daydreaming. So you see now how these are all connected. Daydreaming, daydreaming. Procrastination, procrastination. This card is saying a lot, okay? It's connected to these, but this is the one that's moving out of your life at this time. So I feel like this card is there to remind you that what you're hoping for isn't probably not the best thing to hope for. Sometimes we hope for things and it's not good for us and we don't really realize it. And I think that this is Spirit's way of telling you that. So I would like you to, well, not like you don't have to do anything, but at this time, this is when I would say, go ahead and look up angel number 77, okay? Because you've got two sevens here and they're right opposite one another. One's upside down, one's right side up. Interesting. Okay, so this nightingale, this hope, yeah, it's yeah. Oh, I already read the upright thing. Yeah. So, you know what I'm thinking? This, you know what I feel from this is there's a choice. There's this choice that you don't want to do. You know it. Okay? It's like you know that the nightingale is better than these things. It's just these things are easier. Because this is hard. Look at, there's the, this is the birds. This is birds. This bird isn't flying. This bird is grounded, even though it's cups. These birds are flying, even though it's coins, which is grounded. Which is ground. You know what I mean? You have to, well, you don't have to do anything, but the advice here is, what I'm feeling here, Pisces, is this one thing that you're not noticing because you're hoping it's going to be this. It's not. It's this. It's the thing that you don't want to do. It's the thing that you don't want to learn. It's the thing you're hoping that you don't have to do anything and it'll go away. But it's the thing that's going to let you fly. So I think it's best to just get through it. The next energy that we read is another night. Okay, so we started with a night. Now all nights are change. They're all movement. Okay, so you want to change in your life. This change is not moving. We already have that. And also, this is, okay, so this is your environment or your state of being. This is the Knight of Cups. This is Prince Charming. This is the bringer of an offer of love coming in, you know, to sweep you off your feet and stuff like that. However, what you've got here is the reverse. Okay, so you have not been offered a cup of love just yet. So the love that you have here, see what I mean? This is a new beginning. This is about love. Love that's going to change your earthly life when you put the effort in, when you bring spirit in, and be determined enough to get that going. Now, let's see what the story is behind this card, because these fairy tales and stuff are so interesting. This is Halibu the Hunter from Mongolia. Okay, so the Knight of Cups is a messenger. Halibu is kind and gentle while also willing to take a stand for what he believes in. Halibu provides for his village. And after befriending a dragon, he willingly sacrifices himself to save everyone he loves. Aww. So in the reverse, this is heartbreak, infidelity, lack of diplomacy, moodiness, and pettiness. Now, you know, there may be some of that in there for you. I just think that this is just not coming in yet, okay? I don't think this is heartbreak. I think that this is just at a standstill. This is love, okay? A love that when it's when spirituality is brought into it, when things are learned, when things are worked very hard at, this love is going to be a divine couple. That's how, when you have love and you bring spirit into it, that's divine. So I think that this is, I feel that this is just that you haven't received this cup of love yet. Obviously, it's there because this is there at the root of everything and it's right side up. All right, so the next card that we have is the Fear card. And this is the 5 of coins. This is the story of the little match girl. Nobody will help her. Okay, this is being left out in the cold. This is the lack mentality where you're always saying to yourself, I don't have enough. Oh, the glass is half empty instead of half full. Look at this poor little thing. Nobody will help her, even though there's help just inside this building. However, she is in reverse. So let's find her. Here she is. Yes, the little match girl. This is a Danish fairy tale. It's paid debts, improved finances, positive change, acceptance, and recovery. Why would this be your fear, Pisces? Because it's the effort that you're going to have to put in that it's going to be tedious. It may be painful. You may have to learn something new. And to do this, you'll be struggling. But it's going to be worth it. This is telling you, Pisces, what you're afraid of is you're going to fly. You're going to be free. You're going to recover from this right now that you're feeling. You have to put in this effort in your life in order to get it to move. Okay? The more you wait for something to happen, the more time goes by where you are simply waiting. Now, this is the potential outcome, and here we have a major arcana card. This is Temperance, Sagittarius energy, fire energy. This is the Avalokiteshvara. This is a Bodhisattva here, and what that is like a Buddha or a god. It's a holy person. I'll show you how this is the Bodhisattva, the Avalokiteshvara. This is from India. It's a Buddhist Bodhisattva. Okay. This is the balancing of the masculine and the feminine energies. This is when you become your own twin flame. This is spirituality right here. In other decks, this is an angel. This is the divine. Okay? So this is you finding a balance, using moderation. Okay? This is all about patience, and one of the first words that comes to mind for anybody who reads this is moderation. You will find this balanced ground, and it looks like you will be balancing your sacred masculine and sacred feminine energies. You will become your own twin flame. When that happens, that's when you attract your twin flame counterpart or your divine partner. Whether you believe in twin flame or not, when you add spirit to your love relationship and you balance out, you do the work on your ego, you do the work on who you are, and you balance out your energies, you become your own twin flame. You become this divine being that will attract another divine being who has balanced out their masculine and feminine. And then what you become is the lovers. You become a power couple, the divine couple. So this is the first step. Moderation. Balance out your energies. Okay? You can't just wait and hope that you won't have to do something. You have to get involved with your life. And you have to you don't have to do anything, but if you want things to happen, it's advisable to make things happen. Okay? Now, here's what's at the root of everything. The 10 of coins, but in the reverse. Okay, so the 10 of coins is the happy family energy. What we have here is Pan-Hu. Okay, he went through a lot of troubles, but now he is retired and he can sit back and look at all his children and stuff like that. I don't know why he's got a dog head, people, but if you want to look that up, Pan-Hu, P-A-N, and the last, and Hu is spelled H-U. Okay, so check it out. The story, let's see, let's get Pan-Hu out of here. Let's talk about Pan Who. Now, all 10s are endings, okay? So this is the reverse of this is financial disaster, disputes, instability, and broken traditions. Broken traditions. So you may be experiencing, this is the underlying energy here. So this, you may have been experiencing a financial problem. You may be experiencing some disputes, and if you are, that's definitely instability. But broken traditions, that's sticking out to me because, dude, this is what the Hierophant is. This is tradition. Though, when you are on the spiritual path, I find that you tend to make up your own traditions. You follow your heart. You follow where you're led to go. Some traditions, yes. Some traditions you change. But that's also a message. Alrighty. Let's see what... Yeah, I don't think I need to clarify any of that. Let me just go ahead and get this off the table and see what Mother Earth has to say to you, Pisces. Oh, come on. Please don't forget to like, especially if this resonated with you. Also subscribe, I would love that, and thank you if you do. Also, check out my books. They are my divine blueprint. My higher self told me to write an entertaining yet hard-hitting, realistic story that teaches aspects of the path to spirituality. So give it a shot. It might help. It's meant to teach while it entertains. So, okay, thank you so much. Is there anything else? Oh, thank you. All right, that was quick. Hold on, guys, I gotta pick up that card. Alrighty, sorry about that. Let's see what we've got here. Vigilance. The stone people. You know, when people have a vigil, they stand with a candle, they are reverent, somber. I think this is what I'm feeling from this is be outside more and respect nature because you're part of it. Understand that nature is spiritual. Everything is run by spirit. The majesty of how things work, of nature, how everything is so huge and works so perfectly and well. I think you're meant to meditate on this. Yeah, Gaia, nurturing, being outside with the Mother Earth. She will nurture you. She will bring you along. This is, you got so many coins here. This is Earth energy, Pisces. Gaia is saying, when you go outside, to be vigilant. Vigilance, it's like, oh, yeah. Remember how you used to be outside. Remember how you, this just feels like respect. Go outside, be with Gaia, be like a child, rediscover your life. Gaia is, her spirit is within all of us. She wants to nurture you. She wants you to see how she will get you through this. I'm feeling even like this is her. Now, this Taurus energy, this earth energy, I always felt like the earth sent us the white buffalo woman. And so this, she's saying, even got this element of childhood here. This was a young girl trying to save her brothers. Return to a certain amount of innocence when you're outside, and be respectful of nature, of life, and learning. She will nurture you through it. She knows that you're innocent to these ways, to a lot of ways that she's going to show you. But yeah, I feel like this is her. This is Gaia in this particular reading. She is there for you. She wants you to reach out to her. Ask her what type of vigilance you should do. Ask her what type of tradition is right for you. Go outside and be nurtured and understand that life is meant to feel as wonderful as it did in your childhood. All right, so let's see what the Legendary Ladies deck has for you, and we'll close out your reading. I think this is a really good reading because, you know, I think you've been wondering what's been the holdup. And so this is saying it's this procrastination. And if that's you, then at least you know that's something that you can change yourself, right? Thank you. Okay. All right. 1. So that means I'm going to read it from the book. You've got Demeter, harvest. Okay? Now, I was just talking about your investment, your life energy, as the, your garden of life, your investment. Demeter is saying that, and she is also the earth. Okay, Mother Earth is talking to you big time here, Pisces. She's saying, I'm going to help you bring in your harvest. Okay? She is the harvest. She is. If there's anybody who knows how to bring in a harvest, it's the earth, right? It's your life energy harvest. And now they're showing me this fire. Now, while this is an earth card, there's a bunch of passion that you need to put into this. Now, you don't need to do anything. I'm just saying, we're advising, we, meaning me and Gaia here, Mother Earth, whether you want to call her Demeter or whatever, there's going to be a lot of passion to get this going. You've got to weed those plants. You've got to water them. You've got to fertilize them. You've got to keep them going so that your harvest will come in. This is a cornucopia. This is a visual of abundance itself. Abundance is trying to come into your life, Pisces. I didn't even have to read that. Oh, well, let's see what it says anyway. I always say that I'll read it if I only get one. See, okay. You've planted the seeds, you've put in the work, and now it's time to harvest your rewards from the universe. Goddess of harvest and hearth, Demeter is here to help usher in the abundance that you've been working toward. So I don't think it's time to harvest, but I think that it's time to. She's telling you that she's going to help you work on bringing in your harvest. So. All right, so how much control do you have over this situation? I can gauge that by the number of major arcana to minor, and you have the Hierophant and you've got Temperance. And so the Hierophant here is very important. Okay, this is Mother Earth, this is tradition, this is spirit. And so is this. This is all about you balancing out your masculine and feminine. All right, Pisces, that's what I have for you at this time. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.